as you guys know, I have been out of action with my injury for some time. However, I have had the all clear to get back into it. So I have spent the last 2 days slowly doing some root maintenance, coming along very nicely. So now it is time to get this glorious colour back to life. So step 1, lighten. Step 2, ensure the supervisor is present. Okay, so what do we have? We have the mirror, hello. We have the bowl and the brush. We have some clips to keep things away and in place. We have all of our formulas to create the lightning magic. Some old hair ties to separate the hair. I tend to use these old ones and then just throw them through the wash. And then obviously some gloves. So let's get into it. Alright, so pro tip. I know when you're colouring hair, it's really tempting to start at the front because that is what you can see the most. However, when you're dyeing dreadlocks, it's a bit different because you have to be really finicky and there is so much to get through. Like I have 55 dreadlocks. I'm actually going to do the front last because if you do the front first and you're leaving this developer in for a long time while you're doing all the back and you're doing all the finicky stuff, you're actually going to burn away your hair at the front, all right? Because it is soft, natural hair. It is a dynamic lifter that I'm using. The last thing I want is for my hair to snap, break off. So really, if you can, avoid the temptation of starting at the front. Alright, so I'm starting to make some headway, but as you can see, I'm actually dragging the colour because you don't need a lot for your roots, alright? And because I don't want to have two highly variable shades of red from root to the rest of my colour. I'm only using a really small amount and I'm just dabbing it on. Really small amount, see, and that's all it is. Like, you don't need to go crazy on this. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes in and I've already done one half, as you can see. This is where the old hair ties come in. So I use old ones so that I can just tie it up and if colour gets on it, I don't care. But I'm also reusing, you know, I'm not going out and buying new hair ties every time I need to do this. These are just some of these stretchy things. I think I got them at like Big W for like $4 or something. And they're great because they're machine washable. So that's that. Alright, as you can see, we're about 20 minutes in and the lighting of the roots is going extremely well. Now you can tell I've only done the roots. I've barely touched my dreadlocks. Only a really slight amount on the actual where the dreads are separate to the loose root. That way there's a little bit of a, well, I'm going for a little bit of a seamless transition in colour from hair to dread. So that's where we're at about 20 minutes and I am just about to start the front. Yay! Okay, real quick before the colour takes hold. So this is how dark my hair is actually regrown at the front. Now I haven't really been wearing my hair back or in funky hairstyles like this because I've been using the fringe to actually cover the regrowth. Because of my injury, I haven't been able to do this for so long. So just to show you, that's what we've been dealing with. Alrighty, so it's been about half an hour since I started. As you can see, the lightening of my roots is going really well. I'm just waiting for the fringe to now develop. Again, this is why we do the front last. Alright, so in the time that it's taken me to cover the roots of every single one of my 55 dreadlocks, plus my little flyy bits out the back, it's already changing colour. It's already going this really gorgeous little orangey, brassy, goldy colour, which is exactly what we want for lightning. But if I had have done that at the front first, by now, just finishing, you know, getting to the back end of, you know, the base of my neck and stuff, there's a good chance the front is going to be getting very weak, snapping. I mean, look, I am not using hardcore peroxide and things like that. However, it is a dynamic lifter. So if you want to save the hair around your face, do it last. Alright, so I just want to quickly talk about the products I'm using. Now, I am no way whatsoever affiliated with Schwarzkopf. I just wanted to talk about the fact that I have actually been using this product long before I had dreadlocks. So if any of you guys know me personally, you know that I can't tend to keep the same color hair for very long. So if I want to change things up, this is my absolute go-to, because it isn't a heavy peroxide mix it yourself color theory chemistry set like what our beautiful qualified hairdressers do. It's actually super easy. It's just mix and go, and I would highly recommend it because it is oil enriched as well. So if you are looking to jumping into messing with your hair colors, I think this is a really nice entry point. Now, it does come with this color after treatment. However, being that I am coloring dreadlocks, that's actually the last thing that I would want to put in my dreads, because you're going to end up with soft, fluffy, loose dreads, and that's not what we're going for. We want nice, tight, strong dreads. So this is awesome for normal hair, but in terms of actually putting it through your dreads, I would not recommend. And just a side note, I actually had some left. How good's that? Alrighty, so round one is done. We are washed. Through the power of editing, I will see you in a second. However, I'm probably going to give this at least 2 to 3 hours of natural drying time. No hairdressing, just letting it dry on its own. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I thought I'd better show you guys what it looks like while I am waiting for it to dry. So as you can see, the fringe hasn't completely lifted, but it has at the roots, which is what I wanted, because that'll make a nice seamless colour when it comes time to put the glorious red in. But as you can see, little whiffs of blonde. I got my partner to check the back. Turns out I missed like 3 dreads, but you know what? I'm a Gemini, and I was true to my Gemini form. I can do it myself. Alright, I'll keep you updated pretty soon. Alrighty, so we are at step 3, colour. Yay! It's been about 4 hours of drying time, so my roots are well and truly dry. The dreads not so much, but I'm not too worried about that because we're not actually treating them at all. So, roots are dry, let's get into it. Okay, so just before I get into it, I told you guys earlier to always start at the back if you're going to be doing a high lift the way I have done. However, this does not count for regular run-of-the-mill hair dye because we're not working with peroxide and things like that. So feel free to jump in at the front, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Yay! Alrighty, so that took a fair while. To make sure I have full coverage, no random blonde bits that are going to stick out, I had to really take my time and make sure that it was all happening. Now, dreadlocks, incredibly messy when you're colouring, so I just wanted to give you another cheeky little hack. I have got a fair bit of red on my skin. Oh, believe it or not, these makeup wipes, they're just the Neutrogena ones, but like the cheaper the better really. They will actually pull hair dye off your skin like that. So I've literally just wiped down my neck, my ears, my face, and it all came out in one go. So if you're looking for an easy way to remove the mess, I would highly recommend just getting yourself some makeup wipes and all good. Okay, while I am waiting for my hair to develop, I thought I would quickly mention that the packet hair dye always comes with like an aftercare treatment. This one was for the high lift that I did first. Now I have opened it and I used it on my fringe because that's just normal hair. would not recommend this on your dreadlocks purely because they are going to make them soft and fluffy and expand. Pretty much think of it as like using the hardest core conditioner that you can on your dreads. So wouldn't recommend this on your dreads. The colour came with this brilliant stuff as well. So this is Diamond Gloss Sealer Post Colour Treatment. Again, would not recommend this on your dreadlocks. I would be going for dreadlock specific products when you want to, one, wash it out, and two, aftercare, just stick with your normal dreadlock routine. Don't go jumping into any of these ones. Again, it's like using high level conditioner, and you know, unless it's dreadlock specific, conditioner is not dreadlock friends. That's it. Alrighty, so I am not able to rinse all of this out in the shower. Obviously the red on a white shower base is going to stain my shower. So we're going to be doing this in the laundry. So I'm in my laundry, very glamorous, but here it is. Sorry. So I've already got everything ready. So obviously nice big basin, gloves, because I don't want red hands when I'm washing out my hair. I've got the big towel to make sure that I don't go splashing everywhere. Then I've got my trusty hair dyeing towel, and I've also got my Raw Roots Natural Foaming Dreadlock Shampoo. So this was sent to me in a care package from Valhalla Hair. While I was injured and feeling very sorry for myself, she sent me a care package. So I will be washing my hair with this shampoo after I have rinsed the colour out. I'm using dreadlock specific shampoo just to support my dreads because they've copped a battering today. And then going forward, when I do wash my hair, I will continue to utilise this one or the Lock Stock shampoo block. But for now, we're sticking with Raw Root. It smells amazing. I love that it foams because you can really get into the roots of your dreads. And this is what we're going to be going with. Ta-da! Here we go, here we go, here we go. I have red hair again. Oh my goodness. This turned out so much better than I could have hoped for. Look at that. All the way down. Feeling funky fresh. It's been a long day. But you know, I just feel great when my hair is great. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't. I will probably end up going to bed with damp hair. They took a battering today, as I mentioned earlier. But, you know, that comes with the territory if you're going to drench your dreads. And I really can't be bothered standing there with a hairdryer for however long it's going to take. So I am just going to own it and sleep on dark pillowcases tonight in case any red comes out. But it smells good, it feels good. No hair breakage, no snappage. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. Lush, baby lush. Yes, so one last thing. This is the first time I have made a tutorial, I guess you're gonna call it. I think it's a tutorial, I don't know. But maybe a get ready with me, I don't know. Anyway, I had a blast making this video. And I would love to know if you dig this content, if this is something you want to see more of from the Lock Lab. I would love to hear from you. It's the first time I've done it, so please be kind. I would appreciate that. But yeah, if this is something you enjoyed, I enjoyed bringing you along for the journey. So let me know if you want to see more of it. That's it, guys. Peace.